New question, the member from Cambridge.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is for the Education Minister. Minister, you, your party and your Premier have been clear that extracurricular activities are crucial to student success in our schools.
So they are.
Well, we agree and we think that they should be protected. Your collective bargaining bill sits before the Standing Committee of the Legislative Assembly, where it is entertaining over 70 amendments in attempts to appease every union from Kenora to Cornwall. In my letter to you yesterday, I made one simple request: to ensure that parents know that after the summer break, when school is back in session in September, when your government is bargaining with the teacher unions, that extracurricular activities are protected. Minister, will you honour that request?
Good question.
Minister of Education.
You know, I just can't get over it. Last week in committee, this member sat there and said we had not had enough consultations on Bill 122. I have spent, and my ministry has spent, the last several months talking to unions and school boards and directors, all the people who sit at the table on collective bargaining, talking about what amendments would school boards like to see, what amendments would unions like to see. We've worked with everybody. We've negotiated dozens of amendments which have been agreed to by both the unions and the school boards.
Answer.
And he has the gall to get up and accuse us of working with people to reach agreement. I don't get it.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Well, Mr. Speaker, what the minister doesn't realize is that request came from the Ontario Catholic Trustees Association, so she should get her facts straight. Minister, we saw what happened last time you governed on a whim. Basketball and volleyball seasons were put on hold, choirs were muted, extra help sessions cancelled, debate clubs were shut down. Parents would be the first to tell you that extracurricular activities are a vital part of the school experience, and that the academic, athletic, and social benefits are essential to the kind of education our students deserve. We are not prepared to leave this to chance. Will you agree to our recommendation to give parents and students the peace of mind that the rich education experience won't be held hostage at the bargaining table?
Thank you. Clerk, please.
Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Thank you. Minister.
Yes, this is really, really interesting, Speaker, because the critic over there may not have been involved in education during the Mike Harris days, and I don't know how he did this, but he's accidentally, maybe deliberately, pulled a play from the Mike Harris handbook. Mike Harris spent 8 years arguing about an amendment to the Education Act to make extracurricular activities mandatory. Do you know what happened during the 8 years of Mike Harris? We had more chaos, more strike days in the history of Ontario education than ever before. I am not going back to running the education system the way Mike Harris ran it.